The Cliff Flash Trio, ladies and gentlemen. All right. This is a moment to which I have been looking so very fondly forward, and now the moment has arrived. Would you welcome, please, to the Ira Joe Fisher Show, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bob Braun. Hi, Bobby. How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing?
Good to see you. You're going to sing for us? Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Oh, I'll sing you to sleep after the lovin' with a song I wrote yesterday. I hope you can hear what the words and the music have to say. It's so hard to explain everything that I'm feeling. Face to face, I just seem to go dry. I love you so much that the sound of your voice can make me high. Thanks for taking me on a one-way trip to the sun. And thanks for turning me into a someone who will sing you to sleep after the lovin' and brush back the hair from your eye. The love on your face is so real that it makes me want to cry. Oh, I know my song isn't saying anything new. But after the loving, I'm still in love with you. Yes, I'll sing you to sleep after the lovin' with a song I wrote yesterday. The love on your face is so real that it makes me want to cry. Oh, I know my song isn't saying anything new. But after the lovin', I'm still in love with you. Yes, after the lovin', I'm still in love with you.
It's good to be back. Bobby. That was wonderful.
Thank you. I threatened I'd do that, remember?
Yes, you did. I remember, and you made good on that threat.
All weekend long, I saw that promo you and I made on Friday.
That's right.
Before we say a thing, Ira Joe, let me, on behalf of all of the former members of the cast of our show, thank you very much, because in 2 years, you're the first one to invite me back, and I appreciate it very much. More than you know.
Listen. It is our honor. This is a moment that has had everybody talking here in Cincinnati. We are so looking forward to this. It just seems so natural, so comfortable to have you here.
Well, I didn't leave because I wanted to. So
yes.
Believe me, I came back because you asked me, and I am so thrilled to be home. You don't know what it's like well, I get to the airport, and when you walk out, they say, "Hi, Bob."
Yeah.
In 2 years, I've had 3 people out in California say, "Hi, Bob," and they were visiting from Cincinnati out there.
Well, hi, Bob. We're so glad to have you here, for heaven's sakes. Now, what we want to do right now is spend a little time with history. Want to do that?
Okay.
Let's talk about how everything got started for you. Ludlow, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's a long way over that bridge.
It certainly is. It certainly is. Shorter, though, in the intervening years, because the bridges have been somewhat improved and everything. Did everything work out the way you wanted it to? When you were in Ludlow, Kentucky, is that what you wanted, a career initially in radio?
Mm-hmm. When I was a little boy, people in the town knew that I wanted to do this, and I used to sing solos at the Baptist church over there, and
I used to do impersonations. So you're too young to remember, but there was back in the radio days, there was a guy named Joe Penner who used to ask everybody, want to buy a duck?
I remember hearing about that.
People in Ludlow used to give me money to do that.
Really?
Yeah, it's almost like you can imagine over in Italy that Christopher Columbus says, I'm going to grow up and discover America. And everybody laughed at him. And I used to say, I'm going to grow up and be on television. This weird guy thinks pictures are going to come through the air. You know? But yeah, all my life I wanted to do that.
Sure. And lo and behold, the pictures have come through the air. WLW was the place where it all... Well, WSAI, first of all.
WSAI Radio is where I was first of all, and then went to WCPO. I couldn't keep a job anywhere. And went to WCPO, worked there for a long time, and then I did exercises. I was the Jack LaLanne of the Stone Age, yes. And then I went into the service and sang with the Army Dance Band for a while, and then I came back home, and Dottie Mack was beginning her show, and they were nice enough to put me on that. And then I was on Arthur Godfrey's show. That was probably the biggest thing that happened.
That was 1953, am I right?
No, the Godfrey show was 1957.
Oh, okay.
My older brother was in 1957.
I got you. Okay, got my chronology wrong here. There we go. This is your lovely wife, Regine, greeting you at Cincinnati Airport upon your return from New York and winning Arthur Godfrey's Talent Scouts.
Right, and that was before jets. They still had the prop engine back in those days. And she greeted me, and they had a band there and a parade back into Cincinnati. But that really literally changed my life because from that show, they invited me to go to WLWT.
Now, here's one of your more dignight incarnations.
Well, you see, I was a romantic balladeer, and this is what they used to place me in.
Who's your partner in crime?
That's Colin Mayle, who was co-star with Dottie on her program. And we used to lip-sync Homer and Jethro records.
Right, that was right. This was an era in television when...
That was 53.
Okay, you put on somebody else's record, you wouldn't sing, but you just moved your lips. And...
Yeah, when I went to WLWT, we got calls over there saying, you know, I liked you a lot better at WCPO because over there you sounded different all the time. And now it's your WLWT, you always sound the same.
Yeah, well, that would work out that way, I suppose. Let's talk about then when you went to WLW. You went as a disc jockey and a roving vocalist.
Right. I was hired from Arthur Godfrey's show in New York by Abe Cowan, who was program director there at the time. And Abe called up and he said, I know you're going to lose your job at WCPO because you didn't mention their name on Arthur Godfrey's show. It's on all the papers. He said, so if you do get bounced, he said, that was the first job I got fired from. He said, if you do get bounced, he said, you have a spot over here. So I went over and I did Rolling Along on radio in the morning, and then the first person to give me a shot on the air to sing was Ruby Wright, who's here today. She had a show in the evening on Tuesday and Thursday, and so she made me a part of her program. So that was the first there. And after I'd been there about 6 weeks or so, I was leaving the building one day, and Ruth Lyons called and said, I heard you do a number on Ruby's show. Would you come sing that on 50 Club? And I was like the man who came to dinner. I never left.
And the rest, of course, is history. Yeah. A history that we're going to further study upon our return. We're going to take a break. When we come back, more with Bob Braun.